Have you ever used one of those AI video tools and just thought, this looks cool, I guess, but it looks absolutely nothing like my brand? Well, you're not alone. And that's the exact problem Pomelli's new Animate feature is setting out to solve. The whole idea isn't just about making a video, it's about making your video.
I mean, this quote just nails it, right? You spend all this time, all this money building a very specific brand identity, and then some AI tool spits out a video that's totally generic. It's not just a waste of time, it actually makes you look bad. It works against everything you've tried to build.
You know, the conversation around AI video is really starting to change. It's not about quality anymore. Let's be real, the models are getting incredible. The real hurdle, the thing everyone's struggling with, is brand consistency. How do you make sure the video feels like it actually came from you?
Just think about it for a second. When you see a video clip and it's using the wrong shade of blue or a font that clashes with your website, it just creates this weird disconnect for the viewer. It feels unprofessional, kind of cheapens your whole message. And that's not some tiny detail, it's a huge marketing problem that really needed a solution.
Okay, so this is where Pomelli's new Animate feature steps in. It's built on this really clever two-part system that's designed to automatically lock in your brand guidelines right down to the pixel. Let's dig into how it actually works.
So first up is what they call the business DNA profile. This is really Pomelli's secret sauce. All you do is give it your website's URL. That's it. It then goes and scans everything, your color palette, your fonts, even the tone of your writing. It basically creates this digital brand Bible that becomes the rule book for everything it generates.
The other half of this puzzle is the engine powering it all, Veo 3.1, which is a super powerful video model from Google. But here's the crucial part. It doesn't just run free. It is completely constrained and styled by that business DNA profile we just talked about. So the DNA tells the video engine exactly what to do and how to look.
And yeah, this engine is no slouch. Veo 3.1 is really good at making sure characters and objects actually stay consistent from frame to frame, which is a total must-have for something like a product ad. It can also string clips together to make longer stories, it outputs in a crisp 1080p, and it's got these cinematic presets built right in, so you're getting high-quality production value that's also perfectly on brand.
So that's the theory, right? But how does this actually work day to day? Let's walk through the workflows and see how you can actually start using this in just a couple of minutes.
The first one is the most common use case, especially for e-commerce. And it's so simple. You just upload a picture of your product, write a really simple prompt describing what you want it to do, and that's it. The system handles the rest, automatically applying your brand's DNA to create a video clip that's ready to post.
And this example just perfectly shows you how easy it is. You don't need to know any complicated technical jargon. You just describe what you want to see. You can even call out your brand colors by name or, use the hex code. The system gets what you mean and makes it happen, all within your brand's framework.
All right, the second workflow is a dream for content marketers. Let's say you have a campaign idea already mapped out in Pomelli. You can just ask it to generate stylized, thematic B-roll that perfectly matches your brand's vibe. It's a super fast way to create those atmospheric clips for bigger videos or just for your social feed.
Okay, now this is what I think is the most impressive part. It's not just about what it creates the first time, it's the control you have after. Imagine you get a video, but one little thing is off. You can literally just tell the AI, hey, change that shirt color to our brand red, or slap our logo on there as a decal. That level of specific, object-level editing while still keeping everything on brand, that's a huge deal.
So with all these AI video tools popping up, where does Pomelli fit in? Well, the thing is, it's kind of playing a different game altogether.
See, Pomelli isn't just trying to be another video generator you mess around with. It's building what the source calls a walled garden of branded content. The goal is to replace the entire marketing asset pipeline, from the initial design all the way to deploying the ad. And its deep integration with the whole Google ecosystem is a huge part of that strategy.
Let's just break down this comparison for a second. If you're a small or medium-sized business, Pomelli's advantage is crystal clear, that automatic brand DNA. Sure, a tool like Runway might give you more mind-blowing cinematic realism, but has a steep learning curve and absolutely no concept of your brand. Pika is super fast, which is great, but you're often fighting with consistency issues, and you'll probably have to do a bunch of editing afterwards. Pomelli is built for marketing, right out of the box.
And hey, the practical stuff right now is pretty hard to argue with. It's completely free while it's in public beta. Now, access is limited to a few countries for now, but, and this is critical, you get full commercial rights to everything you generate. So this is definitely the time to jump in and play around with it before it, inevitably becomes a paid subscription.
Okay, so we know the tool is powerful, but let's pull back for a minute. What does the rise of this perfectly consistent AI-generated brand content actually mean for the future of marketing and creativity?
A tool like this doesn't get rid of marketers, it changes the job description. Instead of spending hours grinding out basic assets, your job becomes much more strategic. You're now a curator of the best AI outputs, you're A/B testing dozens of variations in minutes, and you're analyzing the performance data to figure out what's working. You basically go from being a creator to being a director. But, and this is a really fascinating thought, there's a potential downside to all this perfection. The editor's analysis calls it the great homogenization. If every single brand can achieve perfect, algorithm-enforced consistency with just the click of a button, doesn't everything start to look the same? Safe, polished, and just predictable?
This kind of points to a split in future marketing strategy. On one hand, you have the Pomelli path. You use a tool like this for 99% of your content, the reliable, systematic stuff that keeps your brand humming along. But for that other 1%, for those breakthrough, viral moments, you might need what's called a pattern interrupt. You need something so raw, chaotic, and different that it shakes people out of their endless scrolling. And for that, you might need to turn to a more untamed, raw AI tool.
And that really leaves us with this final, really provocative question. Is the goal to just blend in perfectly with everyone else? Or is the true power of a tool like this that it handles all the boring, consistent stuff so flawlessly that it frees you up to take bigger, wilder, and more chaotic creative risks? That's definitely something to think about.